But what can President Trump do immediately to deal with the inflation issue? Is there anything?
Well, I mean, first of all, obviously, drill, baby, drill, right? As we get, as we can bring down gasoline prices, that's going to really flow through to every potential inflation source. So that's the number one thing. But to President Biden's claims about being the strongest economy ever, the best barometer to measure the strength of the economy is the U.S. consumer. The best barometer to measure the U.S. consumer's quality of life would be real wages. So that is how much you make minus inflation. When President Trump was in office, real wages were up 9.65%. Since President Biden came into office, they are down 1.3%. So quality of life improved in the 4 years President Trump was in office, and it has deteriorated since Biden took office. So the claim is bogus.
So politicians love to give away free stuff. And apparently here in the state of New York, they're doing just that. Our governor, Kathleen Hochul, has proposed what? Giving away $300, I think?
Yeah.
Here's what the Journal says. The congestion tax, Kathy, wants your vote. After raising taxes, she now wants to send checks to voters. There is no end in New York to this, is there? Well, there really is no end. They never go the other way, do they?
They haven't learned their lessons, apparently, right? I mean, that's one of the reasons we have such sky-high inflation was all the fiscal spending throughout COVID. Now, I mean, this is basically the equivalent of saying we've got a fire to put out. Let's give everyone free gasoline. It doesn't work. It's just going to add to inflation. And look, I mean, when you look at what's happened, throughout Biden's term, all the fiscal spending that we saw was consistent. The deficit that we were running was consistent with a 7+% unemployment rate, while the unemployment rate at the time was below 4%. So that was egregious. It was unnecessary. It was reckless. And that is what caused inflation to go as high as it did. This is just another form of inflation.